Hello, everyone. So, a few things kind of changed. I was gonna do my fall London version, and then I got broken up with. So, I thought, let's watch a movie that really reminded me of the relationship I was in. And I had actually watched this movie when I was in the relationship, and all the signs were there, and I still said, I'll just keep going. So, so I basically deleted the My Fault London, because, we'll watch that at some point, but I felt like this just made sense, and it's kind of like in my coming back era, in a sense, trying to find myself again and figure out who I am as a person, because I gave my life for a year to someone and totally forgot who I was completely. And I'm trying to get all that back. And one of the things I love to do is make videos. So I'm back and I'm gonna watch a movie that I love and reminded me of my life in a sense. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. And let's get right into it.
Hot dog? Do you want a hot dog, miss?
No, thank you.
The smoothness. You want a hot dog? I'll get you a hot dog.
Okay, give me a hot dog.
Can we give her a hot dog? I got the big guy. Do you like mustard?
No, I'm...
That's cute. The fact that he's even trying, in the sense that he doesn't care that she's there with someone, which is 50-50,
Hey, you want to go get a drink?
Confidence is crazy.
I'm with somebody, sorry.
Guy with the tucked in shirt.
You want to go get a drink? I'm with somebody.
The brother? The guy? Who is this guy? Who's this? I'm getting mad now. I'm jealous. Who is this guy?
Who are you?
I'm kidding with you. And if it's not forever, then you really don't have anything to lose. And take
Man, if a guy said that to me when I was in my relationship, that would have been so crazy to even think about. And I was so loyal that I would just be like, don't look, no. That was me the whole time. Well, there you go. I mean, he did it, right? He got the girl with his charm, and they're happy. And, the first few months of it is all fun and games, right? He tries, and you're like, oh my God, he really gives a shit. And then, yeah, it's nice for a bit, isn't it? It's the good part. I always wanted that, Christmas and, going out with your friends and, dancing and, those kind of things, and he could never give me that. So the flags were there. I just would ignore all of them.
Brothers Bus Tours. I'm brother number 2. It's good to have you here. That's right.
This is kind of first I thought he just worked on the tour bus, but he actually owns it with his 2 brothers. And my ex also owned a business, and he had 2 brothers, and it was just a weird. I was like, oh, what? This is a lot.
Reflected with an abstract bent. Christopher?
I love that she does what she loves, and she has a job that she is into, and I don't know, I just love it. And the way that she dresses, vibe, love, go off. She is beautiful.
What do you think of this?
That piece is definitely not for me. Whatever the hell that is gonna be a fat no.
You have to really love it. You have to really appreciate it. It's kind of like picking a mate.
The way that she's talking about art is exactly how you talk about your partner and your relationship. You know what I mean?
My stuff. Got a pizza.
All kinds of stuff.
She comes home from work. She's making the dinner. This is kind of what I feel what my life would have been if we had moved in together, which we hadn't gotten to that point because he had commitment issues. But yeah, this is how it would be, really.
Baby wants, my baby gets. You know that.
No, but I wanted 12. Baby wanted 12.
That's exactly, yeah. I say one thing, he hears nothing, and he's like, yeah, I'll get you whatever you want. I got you. And then you don't. So it's hello, I asked for 12 lemons. Get me through 12 lemons. It's really not that difficult. It's fucking lemons. You know what I mean?
What? I got an idea. Why don't we go ahead and scratch the centerpiece idea altogether?
He just doesn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? And I understand that because mine also didn't give a fuck. So.
Don't you want to finish it yourself and have that personal power, that accomplishment?
Oh my God, the things he says is so your personal accomplishment, your independency. Yeah, just do it yourself. You've got it. It's not about that. Just help your wife, your girlfriend, like, care, give a shit, you know?
To drain me, and now I'm gonna have to watch the highlights later to see what I missed here.
Oh my god, I cannot even, like, comprehend how similar the situation was.
The doorbell to ring, I'm then forced to answer the door, entertain people, and I'm still cooking dinner.
I literally would have been her. I would have if we moved in together. And I would have hated it. I would have hated my life so much. But I would have done it because sometimes you just don't know how to leave and sometimes you need the other person to leave you. It's just, you know?
Well, seeing how our families haven't had many opportunities to get to...
This is something like I actually never wanted. I never wanted our families to meet. You know, like, cool, I met your parents, you met mine, but I never wanted the parents to meet. I don't know why. I was always like, ooh, this is not gonna work. Like, they're not gonna vibe, so just don't ever. Which doesn't, it's not really, you know, like, I think at some point you would have to, but I was just not for it, like, at all. And I don't think he was for it either, so that's also, like, why, that doesn't make sense. You should want your parents to, like, meet and be excited about it, and that just wasn't there, like, ever.
To shoot some pool.
This isn't a dorm.
But, baby, I completely understand.
When she said this isn't a dorm, oh my god. I feel that. Been there. You know, it's like you're in a frat house and it's like, hello, this is not a frat house. You're at a certain age, this should not be happening, but it is, right? And it's gonna continue to happen because you don't wanna change it. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. Don't do that, girls. Don't just go, okay, whatever. I'm telling you, don't do that.
And Gary, on the kick drum. Come.
See, if you love your woman, like, you're gonna do it. And you're gonna do what her family loves and kind of join. He's so uncomfortable and he's just like, I ain't singing, no thank you. What's the big deal? What's, like, why can't you sing? It's like when I was like, oh, we're dancing, and he's like, I don't dance. I'm not gonna dance. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. Oh my god, don't even get me started.
The dishes.
Cool.
You wanna help her do the dishes?
No problem. We'll get them a little bit later. I'm just gonna hit the streets here. I'm so exhausted.
I cannot even, the fucking, it's just like looking in a mirror.
Digest.
I busted my ass all day cleaning this house and then cooking that meal, and I worked today. It would be nice if you said thank you and helped me. I want you to want to do the dishes.
Why would I want to do dishes? Why?
See, that's my whole point.
Yeah.
To offer to do the dishes.
I just did.
Yeah, why do I have to ask you for every little thing? Why can't you just do something without being asked? Please, 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 for the love of God.
I asked you to do one thing today, one very simple thing, to bring me 12 lemons, and you brought me 3.
Damn it, if I knew
It's true
it was
though.
gonna be this much.
That is so accurate. Like, I asked you for one thing, and that could have been be on time. That could have been get me this. One little, I don't know, whatever. And you can't even do that. And it's so surreal and it's so crazy to think about how I just asked you for one thing and you could never, ever, ever, ever do it. Ever.
Yourself, you know, you could have said, I think I'm going to get Brooke some flowers.
Our very first date, that you don't like flowers, that they're a waste.
We all say we don't like flowers.
Likes flowers.
Every girl wants flowers, you moron. Like, the one time I got flowers was when I asked on Valentine's. I was like, you better give me flowers, it's Valentine's. The fact that I had to ask is so fucking horrendous, everybody. It's embarrassing. It's fucking awful. Don't ever do it. I've learned the hard way. Don't ever put yourself in that position where you have to ask for literally flowers and they're like, ugh, okay, I'll get you flowers. Okay, goodbye. Oh my god.
Come on, man. I did that for you. How do you show up for me?
I'm up on the bus every goddamn...
Hold on. The way that she just said, I'm always there for you. How are you ever there for me? Because we do everything you want and we do everything that's necessary for you and what makes you happy. You pick the movies, you pick the TV show, you have to go to work, so I have to go help you do that instead of, oh, can we do this today? Oh, do you have time for dinner? No? Okay, cool. Would you rather go with your friends or your boys or your whoever? Yes. And that, ladies, even gentlemen, whoever, don't fucking do it. Don't do it. Don't put yourself in that position. Oh my God, I put myself in that position for a whole year. And then they come and say, just like he did, I work my ass off on the bus. And that was him. I work my ass off at da-da-da-da. Okay, you work your ass off for yourself because you're trying to do something, right? Like, it's for yourself. It's not for me. Let's be completely honest. So don't act like it's for me. Like, what are you talking about? Maybe them, yeah, they lived together. It's different. For us, we didn't live together. It was all for him. Him, right? And it was my fault that I was like, yeah, okay, I'm just going to do everything that's necessary for him and support him. And maybe things will change. Don't ever put yourself in that position, because things don't change. They just take you for granted. And he literally told me that he took me for granted. You know, I was convenient. I was easy. I was always kind of like beck and call. What do you need? Are you good? That just me. I did that for him. Don't do it, ladies and gentlemen. Don't be the only one putting effort in your relationship. Don't do it.
Enough money to support both of us, and hopefully you won't have to work one day.
I want to work.
That was his thing. Oh, one day you won't have to work. When did I fucking say I don't want to work? When did I say I want to sit my ass home while you go to work and I do nada except what? Take care of the kids? No.
To be left the hell alone.
That's exactly how he felt. That's exactly what he wanted. He wanted to be left alone.
Great, do whatever the hell you want. I'm done. I don't deserve this. I really do not deserve this. I deserve somebody who gives a shit. I'm not spending one more second of this life with some inconsiderate prick.
I wish I had the guts to have that fight. I wish I had that in me to fight him, but I didn't. I couldn't ever just be like, you know what, I deserve better. Like, I just couldn't do it. And maybe it's because I'm young and I'm learning, but man, do I wish I did. You know, man, do I wish I said stuff in a sense to be like, I deserve better. And you're not giving it to me. And I don't think you ever will. You know, I think that was like something I needed to do and I didn't. But you know what? It's okay. You live and you learn, everybody.
Want him to care enough about this relationship to...
Oh my God. It's like, it's so much for me to like take in. It's so fucking relatable.
Hopefully he's just gonna realize that he's got some changes
That's what we
to
all
make.
hope.
And
Hopefully they realize.
he's gonna come home and apologize.
Now, what's the name of the guy she's doing?
Pardon?
I'm going to solve your problem. What's his name, okay? You get her password, you check her email. You find out everything about her. That's how I found out about the Puerto Rican that Stacy was running around with. Okay. You were going to move out of the place. Did she say she was moving out? She will. She's going to move out. Oh, I'm going to keep the place.
Man, I'm actually really happy that we didn't move in together, because that's how it would have been. Like, I'm not moving out. I'm not moving out. Well, then fuck, what? Someone needs to move out, okay? All right?
Moving out of the place. I'll leave you a key.
What kind of man is like, I'm gonna keep the place, she has to move out and find whatever, I'm not doing it? Ew, ick, yuck, what the ugh. See, she's literally kind of like waiting for him to come home, come to bed, apologize, kiss, love, you know, like things like that. And that's something that I would do too. Like, I would be in bed kind of waiting for him, and he would not. He would just be in the living room. And in this case, like, he would be with his friends or whatever and just not give an absolute shit that I was there, or if I was sad, or if I was... No shits were given. Zero. None. And that's how I knew. Like, I was just being taken advantage of. Like, oh, she's gonna be here. It's not like she's gonna walk out. It's not like she's gonna leave me. It's not, right? And I never did. And that was the problem. You know? Like, I made that mistake of just kind of letting everything go. Everything. And that is not a mistake I will be making again.
It looks like Brooke, but even hotter, and bang the shit out of her.
I feel like maybe his brother would say something to him like that, like my ex, like, be like, yeah, just go find another hotter girl and just... God, that's disgusting. I'm so sorry. I mean, you can do it if you want, homeboy. Like, if that's what you want to do, go do it, but...
Take the rest of the day off.
Oh, no, that's not necessary.
And when you look like shit, Marilyn Dean looks like shit.
It's true, though. Like, when it happened to me, I was at work and I had to leave because I look like absolute crap. And I was like, I cannot stay at work. Like, this is horrendous behavior. So I literally left and I didn't go back to work for like 3 days. And then I finally went back and, you know, I was all right. But yeah, the first couple of days, I literally could not go to work. I couldn't do anything. I didn't eat for like 4 days. You know, it's rough out here.
Oh, hey, Brooke, how are you?
He did the thing.
Well, my whole life, I always wanted my own place with my own pool table.
Your whole life you wanted your own place with your own pool table. Then why did you move in with her and why did you start a life with her? And that's what my ex would say, like, oh, I finally live by myself, even though it wasn't by himself, he lived with his brother, but he was like, oh, I don't live with my parents anymore, like, I get to have this freedom, and he didn't want to leave that freedom because then living with a woman feels like jail again, apparently, you know? And it's like, oh, okay, that's really good to know. I'm so glad.
When a man makes a commitment to a team, he honors that commitment.
Oh, does he? A man makes a commitment, he honors it? Where?
And I've made a commitment to this team.
Oh, you can make a commitment to the team, but you can't make a commitment to me. Sounds about right.
Shocker.
If your woman tells you to put your hand up, you put your hand up. That's how it works.
Actually, we know a guy named Gary. And,
So that's how easy you can be replaced in bowling, everybody. Is that a metaphor? Take it as you want, you know?
He's hurt right now. He's feeling pretty bad. Sitting there, feeling pretty lonely and pretty pathetic.
That's what as a woman want. We're like, you know what? They're gonna be lonely and pathetic, and then they're gonna figure out that they need us, and like, that's just not what it's about, really, you know? Like, they can feel all that, and we think it's gonna help us, but like, it has nothing to do with us. Like, whatever they feel is what they feel. Like, what you feel is what you feel. And you get through it your own ways, you know? Like, there's no point of being like, oh yeah, one day he's gonna regret this. Like, we all want to do that and we all think it's gonna help, but at the end, like, even if he does regret it, you're like, all right, cool. Like, it does nothing for you, you know?
And you used to have to hunt and kill for your food. Will you become an indoor cat?
Is he out of his mind?
I'm gonna wrap you up in it head to toe. And I'm gonna cut out 2 holes, one for your mouth so you can...
There's a reason why this guy is single. So the fact that you're gonna go out with your single brother or whatever, and come on now, you know? Think about it.
My sister's been through a lot.
Dick.
No way, she said the brother's whole fucking acapella can come into the room is crazy. I forgot about this.
Host game night? I'm gonna host goddamn game night.
You want to host game night?
I would not be having game night at all. I don't give a fuck. I would not. There is no need to have a game night in that house when you're not together. Never.
To pay me some sort of a penalty as compensation for the labor that I did all around the condo.
He's lost his fucking mind. Like, labor that you did around the condo, you want money for? Why does this sound like my ex?
In hopes that losing me would make him want to change, and that's...
I couldn't even do that. I couldn't even let my ex go to understand what it would be like to lose me. You know what I mean? Like, I was just so far gone that I needed him to break up with me for me to figure out who I am as a person. You know what I mean? It's not even about him. Like, he could do whatever the hell he wants now. It's for me to figure out, because I don't know who I am. And like, it's a whole new journey for me now, you know?
We are witnessing a great fight.
I would ever be able to do that with my ex, in a sense, because I ain't that confident. I would love to be that confident, though. Let me tell you that much. Hello, hi.
Oh, hey. Wow, you look great.
Thank you. Are you ready to go?
Like, my people in my life who are trying to set me up with people already, and I'm just like, whoa. Give me a hot second here, you know? And they're like, oh, just go out with someone. Just hang out. Just doesn't have to be serious. Just go on a date. And I'm like, you know, like, I don't mind going on a date with somebody. It's been a while. I literally almost never went out on a date with my ex. So for me, it's like, oh, a date. Okay. But yeah, maybe, you know, and just give me a little bit of time. And then I think I hate dating. That's why I stayed with my ex for so long, because I didn't want to go date again and like find someone again. I just, all of it was just icky. But I think now it kind of has to happen no matter what. So, yeah.
What? What do you mean? What happened?
I've never done that where I've like faked a thing and had to leave. You never know though, right? This could definitely be a possibility in my life. Which sucks because I don't want to go through that. But again, you guys go through shit, you know?
Here? This is about money and business. Fine, you broke up.
That's such a man thing. Fine, you broke up, but we only care about the business and the money, you know? You'll get another woman. That's not how it works. You think you're gonna find another woman who gives a shit as much as she did? Probably not. You know? You don't get that again and again and again in your life. You just don't. And that's something men don't understand. And that's something women have to go through. We have to get brokenhearted in a sense to be like, oh shit, don't make these mistakes again. And men later on are like, oh shit, we had it so good. What did I do? This is usually how it goes, guys.
Of course, I am the talent, Dennis. They sign up a month in advance to see me.
Yeah, that's how it goes, right? Yeah, that was my ex. Yeah, they come for me. Like, I'm the reason that this works, and I'm the reason that this is open. I'm the reason that people love it, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, no problem. Have fun doing this. And, you know, that's all you want? No problem. This Spacey went, oh shit, he's a good-looking man. Fuck. Sometimes you kind of lose, you know, your touch because you've been with someone for so long and you stop giving a shit, and then now you're like, do I still look good? Where's, you know what I mean? Like, it's such a crazy thing.
Your roommate is awesome. He asked me to join his new bowling team. I mean,
Sir, are you, like, into him? Like, why are you so obsessed?
how cool is that?
Oh my god, I could not, get me out of the taxi. Get me out of it.
Honestly, Brooke, I wish I could tell you, but I wasn't there.
I feel like I don't want this to be my future in a sense where I'm sitting on a toilet and my friend's giving her kids a bath and I'm struggling and this is not where I want to be. So I'm kind of glad that I didn't get to this part of my life in a sense, you know? I didn't get to the part where I would need to do this. I'm still young. I can still fix my mistakes. If I can't imagine, like I would be so in shock if this was something I walked into. And I'm so glad I don't ever have to because we didn't move in together. But it would be horrible, like horrendous.
Would you like to have some dinner with me sometime?
And this guy seems like a really nice guy.
I'm sorry. I have a boyfriend.
Of course.
Huh? You have a what? Where? No, you don't.
It would just be the two of us.
This was her like one last time kind of giving it a shot.
So I'll just leave your ticket at will call.
My relationship wasn't even at that point where I could kind of be like, okay, let's just try to fix it, because at that point it was just done. Like he didn't want to fix it and I was just too in it to realize how fucked it was in a sense, you know? So yeah, no. That's such a like horrible feeling, because I remember times where he would just flop or just wouldn't care or just wouldn't show up, and that's like one of the worst feelings in the world, when someone just doesn't give a shit about something, you know, and you've tried and they're just like, whatever, it is what it is. Like, I don't care enough to show up. I don't care enough to do this for you. I don't care. That is one of the most heartbreaking things, you know, because you still care. So
I've gone above and beyond for you, for us. And I mean, I've cooked. I've picked your shit up off the floor. I've laid your clothes out for you like you were a 4-year-old. I support you. I supported you, your work. If we ever had dinner or anything, I make the plans. I take care of everything. And I just don't feel like you appreciate any of it. I don't feel you appreciate me.
And all I want is is for you to just show me that you care.
Why didn't you just say that to me?
Gary, I've tried. It wouldn't matter. You are who you are.
There it is. You are who you are. Ooh, yeah, that part is a little too relatable, you know? It's too much.
You're a fun guy, okay? Everybody likes you. You're the quick.
That's how it was with my ex. Everyone loved him. Such a great guy. So fun.
Everybody who knows you're going to do what you want to do.
Yeah, exactly.
And if it's not what the other person wants to do, well, that's their problem. We always do what you want to do, and she always did what you want to do. It's who you are. Everybody thinks that you're their friend, okay? But the fact of the matter is that there's not one person that I know that you trust enough to let close enough that they could hurt you. And her big problem is that you really liked her. I mean, she is the one girl you really liked. And no matter what she did and how hard she tried, you were never going to let your guard down. That poor girl never stood a chance.
It's like, it's so relatable. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I'm gonna be traveling for a bit.
I love that. That sounds really fun.
I just want to make you smile. I have to to never hurt you again.
I don't feel the same way.
I think that was my thing. I wasn't mature enough where if he said something like that, I would be able to like let him go. I think I would have maybe gone back because I wasn't mature enough. So the way that my breakup happened, it needed to happen. It's just the only way it would have worked. So what happened for me, like it just was necessary. It was what needed to be done. So he needed all that to happen to get his shit together, you know? And sometimes that's what they need, I guess, you know?
There's 1,000 things I would have done differently.
You see, when things kind of are done is when you start thinking about oh, what if we did that? I mean, we could have done that and this could have been different, and it's just how it is, you know? It doesn't do anything.
That reaction at work, but you are on vacation here. If you...
He got his boat. That's what they wanted, right? And now they got it. So he worked on his life and he did what he wanted to do. That must be so weird, like seeing each other after whatever months, years. Now the rain is gone. I remember watching this the first time when I was not single, and the ending, I was like, what? They're not gonna end up back together? Like, what is the point of this? This is horrible. Like, all these things, you know? And then you watch this in a different era of your life and you're like, oh, that's kind of nice. You know, they went their own ways and they found themselves. And, you know, that doesn't mean that, like, they don't love each other or they don't miss each other, but they just needed to do what they needed to do. And I think that's beautiful, honestly. I think that's something we don't understand until we're in that situation, you know? So now that I'm not with him, I'm like, wow, that's beautiful. And when I was with him, I was so defensive, like, oh, you're gonna leave him? You're gonna leave her? This is not, you're just supposed to work it out, just work it out, just work it out no matter what. And it's not. Don't lose yourself and be miserable just to like not lose the other person, you know? Because the more miserable you are, the more you are losing them. Like, you're not happy. How are they gonna be happy if they're not making you happy and you're not making them happy? It just doesn't work, you know? So I definitely have a lot of growing up to do in that sense, you know, which I didn't do when I got into this relationship. And now I get to figure it out, and now I get to kind of understand what not to do and what to do and learn, especially because I'm quite young. But yeah, you know, this movie is definitely like a comfort for me. And I hope you guys enjoyed. This is kind of like a comeback in a way. Like, I am very excited to start making videos again and kind of focusing on what I love to do again and myself. So I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. That would be great. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!